I'm just going to start streaming because I just want to see if this is stream ended 60 seconds ago. Does that mean I've got a new stream or not? Let's have a look. Yep, that means I'm going to have to redo the stream. Okay, one sec. Need to reload the page, but I just and relax.
Snappy sound to Stevie Ray and Jimmy Vaughn.
Understand? I'm completely.
It's weird, mate. It's only when you talk. It's some audio.
What's happening? Hold on a minute. Sorry, this is a little bit technically challenging for me because I'm thinking about a million things at the moment. So just give us a chance, and I will.
Don't worry about it, mate.
Okay, so. What I'm trying to figure out is where the stream is going to, because I can't see the stream anymore. Is anybody so can we just confirm whether the stream is coming out live? Because what I'm trying to figure out is what I had to break the stream, so I'm redoing I've got the stream coming back. Yeah, Gaz, I haven't got any audio from you. No audio from Gaz. No, nothing. Matt, have you got audio?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can. That's all good.
And I'm just checking to see if your feed's live, mate.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
If I change the shot, then I'll go to here. Then we'll have a fours up and we'll know. So is it okay? Is it all working again now? Right. Thank you, Steve Elbows. Right, I might need to just do that.
Yeah.
All right, okay. I just need to change a few things, and then I can get the links going up again. Beg your pardon, everybody.
The stream has ended, mate.
Okay, that's all right. I can fix that. It just means because the way that this works is I put it shows the stream in the.
Oh, hang on.
Episode 602. It's coming back. I'm just doing it now, so I'm doing that.
No, we are live.
Yeah, we're all right. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Okay. Phew. So we're just waiting for. So Rich just needs to come back on. And I need audio from Gaz. Nothing coming in, Gaz. Got Matt, so that's okay. Rich was here.
Yeah.
I don't know whether Mark's going to be here or not. Still working on it. Oh, this is fun. You have no idea how complicated this has become. But only, I mean, this is the easy bit. It's just because of all the tech that's going behind to make it a quiz. Because we're doing a quiz today, folks, and I need to explain how it's going to work and all of those things. So, okay, there we go. I got that. So I'm going to turn that down.
Already,
Rich is back.
Hey, we got Rich. Yay. And so we're just looking to see whether we have, I don't know if we've got Mark or not. No sign of Mark yet, so I don't know if he's going to be with us. I guess not. So there we go. But we have got Gaz and Robbie. Matt, I'm sorry for the delay, folks. But what's actually going on here is we're trying a new thing, and that what we do, we're going to do a quiz today, and the quiz is requires quite a lot of fiddling about. The idea is it's 5 rounds. 10 questions each. I can only accept full marks. We can't do it. The idea is for it to be a bit like a pub quiz, but it's not as flexible as a pub quiz. It all goes into spreadsheets, and each round, as long as you put the same email and same quiz name in the next round, there's a link from the previous round to the next one, you'll be able to be totted up, and then your scores will be shown via this rather snazzy Sonicstate Leaders Quiz scoreboard, which is querying a clever spreadsheet thing that I wrote that will hopefully group by everybody's names. Now, that's the simple, straightforward. It's just a bit of fun. The idea, I hope nobody gets too uppity about it. Well, the idea is we're going to try and do a round and then answer the questions. So there'll be a bit of banter while we try and mark the questions, because they're marked in real time. And then we go on to the next round and the next round. I have no idea how many people are going to enter, whether it's going to be in any way manageable. And I have no idea whether or not we'll get the marking done. But I will say that we've got a few cool things. So anyway, I probably should start the show, because that's... but I'm still waiting for Gaz. You know, Gaz, for this to work, you have to restart the browser if you've changed the audio input. You know that, right? You need to restart the browser, and then it'll take, because it never takes in real time. Never takes in real time. So right now, I just need to find where everything is. Okay, so we got some people. Right, bear with us, folks. It's just we just had a little bit of a glitch, but I think it's all right now. And we're trying to do something that's taken ages to figure out how to do a quiz online, because I didn't want to make it multiple choice, because then you'd have, if we had 50 questions each with 4 possible or 5 possible answers each, the amount of answers you have to come up with that are plausible are just... So we're doing it kind of old school style. Right, I'm going to hit record here at the very least. So the stream's working. We're just waiting for Robbie and Gaz to come back. Oh, we've got Mr. Matt Hodson. Oh, and it gets better and better every week, Matt. That's looking good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. I got one of these plasma drive modules.
Ooh, nice.
With the plasma. I can't believe how amazing it actually looks in real life. It's
nice.
Weird. It's like a lightsaber.
Oh, that's awesome. Every studio needs a lightsaber. And then we've got Rich Hilton, who is somewhere in the world. I'm not sure where you are, Rich. Where are you, Rich?
I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. Okay.
I am. I've been here for 6 hours.
Are you anywhere near the grassy knoll?
I honestly don't know the answer to that question, but I've stood on the grassy knoll, so I know the grassy knoll well.
You know the grassy knoll. Exactly when were you there, Rich, if you don't mind me asking? Careful how you answer that question.
I was 7 years old at the time. I remember it vividly, but I was 7 years old at the time. No, I went back and looked at the whole area. The thing is smaller than you think it is. The whole thing. The whole area that you've seen in all those pictures, I promise you, is smaller and closer than you think it is.
I've got Gaz and Robbie, who are not making any noise. There's nothing coming in, mate. You know how it works, though, don't you? You have to set this up, right?
It's almost
I've definitely... Gaz, just saying. Yeah, I'm not. I've got your. Oh yeah, just 1 second. I think that's the. Oh look, I've got my Christmas hat on. I'll put my Christmas
hat, man.
Yeah, well, it's traditional. This is the one I've worn every Christmas since the podcast began. I think pretty much. I think I'm pretty there. And Matt, you've got your. You've got yours.
Got
yours
my hat on.
Yeah, yours is a bit more trad. Mine's got the
Do
sort
I look like Santa Claus?
tartan vibe. Yeah, something approaching Santa Claus. Something sinister approaching Santa Claus. Yeah. Rich. Okay, right. Well, we're just waiting for Gaz, and so if you're wondering what's going on, this is going to be our Christmas quiz. The first time we've ever tried this, so there is a little bit of finagling. We've got plenty of guests. Gaz and Robbie are going to be joining us, but they're having a little bit of technicals, so we're just going to get round see if we can fix that. So yes, we're nearly there. So just give us a moment, and then we'll do the quiz. And once I've started the program, I can explain to everybody what the answer is to how you do it. So for those who want to get started, here's the Christmas quiz URL. There's a picture around as well, which I'm going to put in the chat room, which you can You could do it at your leisure. But if you do decide to do the picture round, make sure you remember what your team name is and the email that you use, because it's very important that we have the same email address, and it'd be really helpful if you use the same team name exactly, like no spaces different or anything, because it means that our spreadsheet and scoreboard, which you can see here, fancy whiz-bang scoreboard, will actually work properly and aggregate the scores in a proper and professional manner, unlike the beginning of this programme. You have no idea how much work I've put into this and thought to try and get this to work. Because I didn't want, like I said, I didn't want it to be multiple choice. I wanted it to be a real-time thing. And we have Andy is going to be real-time marking, and Lee Kemp is going to be real-time marking, because we don't know how many people are going to enter. We don't know, whether it's going to be thousands, hundreds, tens. Just got no idea. And the idea is really that once we know, we'll know how long it takes to answer a round. If you imagine 100 people, that's 1,000 questions that need to be marked per round, so you get the drift. Half a second a round. We're still waiting for Gaz and Robbie to turn up, but they'll be here in a minute. So I do apologise, the hold-up. I don't know if actually, it's nearly 15:15. Sorry for the delay, everybody. We'll start the show shortly. Yeah, there are no questions. You've just got to, on the picture round, you've just got to say what each of the synths are. Okay. And each of the rounds, there are no questions. When you go to the first start of the quiz, it just says question 1, question 2, question. There's no questions in the actual forms. You have to listen to the show for it to get the questions. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, no, so maybe they're rebooting.
I think it might be a bit unfair if we enter into this one, so I think we'll.
Well, you can always you can enter, but you can't win. You could win, as in you might know, but yeah, the idea. Yeah. And to be honest, when you get to Mark Tinley's done a round, which you are just, mind you, none of us are going to get any of those questions right, but we'll see.
Okay.
I haven't heard from Mark. I've got a place for him, but he didn't reply to any of the emails, so I don't really know what's happening. And I'm still waiting for Gaz and Robbie. This is
He's busily scaring people away in Glastonbury.
Well, we could always make a start, and Gaz joins us a bit later on.
Yeah, I guess we might have to. I just don't want to do any tech finagling while we're rolling, because it's going to be so complicated.
Yeah.
It just means we'll have to be a bit delayed. That's all. Sorry. Yeah, I think he must be rebooting, or maybe it's broken, or maybe they're doing something else, but I'm not quite sure what the score is. I'm treading water. I think they call this filling dead air. Or maybe they don't. Maybe they call it not filling dead air, because I'm not doing very well. So let's see. Let's make sure that all these are right. So Andy's calling. We're having a phone call off to see what's happening with Gaz and Robbie, who are right there, frozen. That was Gaz saying, I won't be a sec, but it has been, in fact, several tens of seconds, several hundreds of seconds even. And of course, we've got Matt and Rich as well. So hopefully we'll be ready to do the show. In fact, he is just rebooting. So that might be the answer. We'll have to see.
Everybody, reboot together.
No, please don't. I didn't reboot. I just restarted the program. I don't know quite what happened there, but it was very, yeah.
I'm glad it was that easy.
Actually, Rich, I think I've got a sepia filter on you, which I can actually fix. There we go.
Hey, I was wondering. I mean, it's an old computer, but it didn't seem like it was that old.
Only works on people who dial in from America, because we did it with Jamie Liddell in his studio, and it literally looked like a 1970s Instagram.
You did.
A kind of Polaroid. And I was thinking, wow, that's really cool. And then I realised it was me. It was a filter, because I think we had somebody else come in, and it was just too complicated. Right, so we're still just waiting for our final people to come, and then we can get on, we can crack on. So hello, everybody. Welcome. We've just had a bit of a technical delay. Gaz and Robbie are struggling with an audio setup, which is bizarre because it's worked before, so it must be some sort of gremlin in the works. But this is going to be the quiz episode. So as I've said before, you will have heard this already, but some of you may not have. The idea is really to try this out and see if we can actually do a quiz in real time. Let me see. I just need to get to my other one. Yeah, they're not here yet. Should have got an SSD, Gaz. That's all I can say. Should have got an SSD. He's booting from a tape drive, I think, perhaps. Or not. Okay, I think we're just going to have to crack on. I can't wait any longer. Right, okay, standing by, everybody. We are just going to hit go. Right, I'm hitting there. Here we go. Right, let me just get this one ready. So here we go. Stand by. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Christmas edition of Sonic Talk for 2019. This is actually episode 602. And in fact, we're kind of early because it's just the way that it falls, because Christmas is actually on Wednesday. So this is the last episode that we can get in before the big day, whether you celebrate Christmas or just having a break. Season's greetings to you all. And now I've got a few things to sort out in the housekeeping, but we'll introduce our guests first because this is going to be a quiz. So you have to listen very carefully to the instructions because we really want to make sure it works. It's the first time we've ever done it, and it could work or it might not, but it should just be fun. Let's just hope that that's the case. First of all, in the blue corner, we have Mr. Rich Hilton, who's he's in Texas, I believe. Is that correct? Come in, please.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Deep in the heart of Texas, and you're doing a bit of chic duty, presumably.
Yes, we are closing out this leg of the tour with Cher in arenas here in the U.S. and Canada, and tomorrow night will be the last of that leg, and that tour will resume in March and April of next year, and I'll go home on Friday.
Nice. So you're back for Christmas and they get a bit of a break. Well, lovely to have you, Rich, and I hope you're going to have fun. And we also have Mr. Matt Hodson, maths, producer, educator, and artiste, live performer. He's there in his new studio. That's looking good. I like the way you've got the top line of the monitor and all your cases pretty much on the same more or less ish.
I hadn't quite realised that, but yeah. So maybe a bit of OCD going on.
I don't think so. Anyway, lovely to have you, Matt. Have you broken up for the Christmas break yet, or is it?
Yes, we have. Yeah, we're all broken up now until early January. Do you want a really bad Christmas joke?
Yes, please.
So, who's Rudolph's favourite pop star? Beyonce.
Oh, very good. That's almost
bad, isn't it?
That's almost
terrible.
A sackable offence. But
it is. Shall I just get my coat?
Okay. And we also have a visual representation of Gaz and Robbie, who are desperately trying to sort out audio problems. I don't know if they're going to make it back, but we have to crack on because we've got a lot to get through. So this is the quiz. The quiz is today's effort. Now, the idea with the quiz, we've got 5 rounds. Each round, there's 1 point per question. We can't do half points or anything, so it's going to be a bit vague. Each round has its own Google form. So the starting Google form, let me just paste this into the chat room. So this is round 1. I'm going to paste it into the YouTube chat room. I'm going to paste it into the IRC. But basically, if you go to bit.ly/Sonic19 quiz, all uppercase, one word. And we have Gaz and Robbie, yes? No, we don't. We don't have any audio. I'm afraid we can't hear them. So I'll carry on with so that's where you need to go. So we're looking at bit.ly/Sonic19 quiz. So that's what we're trying to get you to go to, and the quiz will look something like this. Let me see if I could just bring up the page. Each page is basically 10 questions, apart from the picture round. Let me just show you what this looks like. I'll bring this over to the web browser. That's probably the easiest thing. So the web browser is here, so it'll look like this. So quiz round 1, and there's a link to a picture round as well at the top of that, which you can start anytime you like. There's 10 pictures. We just want to know each of the synths. We need your email address, because if you win, and we need your quiz name, and both of these things need to be the same through all of the rounds. Each round has a separate Google form. That's the only way we can really do it. And it's supposed to be a bit of fun, so please don't get too uppity if we miss it out. So the idea is we're going to do 10 questions. Round 1, talk for a bit while hopefully it gets marked, and then we'll have a leaderboard in real time on the screen. This is just placeholders in there at the moment. So that's the idea, assuming it all works. If it doesn't work, enjoy the quiz and see if you get any questions right. But we have prizes from Audio Damage. Chris Randall very kindly said one of the 2 winners will have a top winner and a position. I don't know how we're going to do it yet. I haven't figured it out. But Audio Damage make fantastic plugins and instruments. You can choose any one of their products. And the other prize is from GeForce Software, Dave Spears, who can't be with us this week. You could choose any one of their products as well. So there's 2 products up for grabs as prizes, but it's not really about that. And if you're listening on the audio version, then you can't participate because I'm going to close each round as we've finished. Otherwise, it will get a little bit complicated. So I know that's a lot to take in, but if you just kind of play it by ear and figure it out, we'll see how it works. Now, I don't think Gaz... oh, look, Gaz is looking very frustrated at the back of the room. There's some serious faces there, so I'm guessing perhaps we might have a no-show on those guys. But anyway, we need to crack on. So... I suppose we'll do a round and then we'll see how this works, because we might have to expand or collapse it in terms of timings. I want to say also thank you very much to our show sponsors. We will be running the competition for Isotope. You can win a copy of Ozone 9 Advanced. And, of course, there is indeed... Splice, who are offering a free 30-day, 1-month account. All you have to do is follow this URL, which is on.splice.com/36F capital XI. Yeah, you're going to have to put that in the show notes. It's not very easy to read out. I did hope that would be a bit simpler to understand that. But if you're looking on the screen, that's the URL you need to check for your Splice 30 days of free sounds account, which they've got millions and millions of sound packs there. It's actually a really cool resource. So... shall we start with a round? I'm going to start with the first round, which is a general knowledge. Is everybody ready? I'm looking in the chat room. I don't know. What's going to happen is all of these will come in at once, the answers to these questions, so they don't come in one at a time. So, round 1. Is everybody ready? I guess these guys aren't ready. Matt and Rich, I hope you are ready. I'm not quite sure how we're going to interact during this, whether we just have a bit of...
Where am I going to enter these answers?
Sorry?
How am I going to contribute answers without ruining the question?
How are you going to contribute answers?
Or do I just sit back and wait for the assembled multitudes to provide them?
Well, I'm going to I read the answers up once I finish the quiz. I mean, you're welcome to enter the quiz. I think it's fair that perhaps you can't win it, just in fairness, all that. But if you want to enter, you're more than welcome. The link should be in the chat room and also in YouTube chat as well, if you need to grab it. Okay, so let's start with round 1. Round 1, question 1. So, okay, a 6 dB filter is also known as... Now, I'm going to say this once because I think people in the chat room will probably start spouting answers. Don't put your answers in the chat room. Put them in the form, because then you'll enter into the spirit of it. Rich has a question.
No.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'll say that question again. So question 1, a 6 dB filter is also known as what? Okay, that's question 1. Question 2, controls which are more sensitive at the extremes are known as what? Controls which are more sensitive at the extremes are known as what? Okay, question number 3. This is round 1, question 3. This is a bit of a fun one. How many synthesizers are Behringer actually shipping? So we want to know the number of synthesizers, remember, that Behringer are currently shipping. Okay. Question 4. What do LFOs and mental health have in common? Question number 4, say that again. What do LFOs, low frequency oscillators, and mental health have in common? Okay, question 5. How many envelopes does the Hydrasynth, this is the ASM Hydrasynth, how many envelopes does the ASM Hydrasynth have in total?
Oh, good question.
Thank you. Okay, here's another one which is for you long-time listeners out there. This is who were the guests on the first ever Sonic Talk? 2 names. I'll give you that much of a clue. Who were the first guests on the first ever Sonic Talk? Okay, so that takes us to question 7. Question 7. What are 16th note delays at 120 BPM in milliseconds? Now, this is for you old school people who used to have to calculate tempos, delays, sync delays. We used to have little lookup tables, and you used to maybe remember them. So this is a question that will perhaps flummox some of you. What are 16th note delays at 120 BPM in milliseconds? Okay, question 8. What word links both Bruce Willis and Arturia? I'll say that again. Question 8. What word links both Bruce Willis and Arturia? Okay, right. Question 9. What was the name of Vangelis's 1975 studio? What was the name of Vangelis's 1975 studio? Okay, and the last question, question 10. How much was the Jupiter 8 at the time of its release? This can be in dollars, yen, or pounds. I'm looking for the price of the Jupiter 8 at the time of its release. How much did it cost? And we'll be a bit flexible on this. You know, you can be sort of within, I don't know, 10 or 15 bucks. So, you know, it's obviously if you said like 11,099 or 12,000, we'd accept that, or 11,900, but that's not the answer, by the way. So once again, how much was the Jupiter 8 at the time of its release? Okay. Right, okay, so that's the first question. I don't know, like I said, this is all completely new to me, so obviously, Rich, have you got questions there? Have you got answers there on a piece of paper? Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So that was my first sort of general knowledge round. I'm hoping that all of you get, I mean, I think somebody wanted clarification on question 3, which was how many synthesizers are Behringer actually shipping. I just want the number of synths. I don't need to know the model numbers of them or anything, just the actual number of synthesizers that Behringer is currently shipping. That should just be a number. Okay? So now, if you're all ready, folks, then you need to hit enter, and your form will be submitted. We'll start to see the entries coming in, and then oh my goodness, here they come. How many have we got? Oh, it's not too bad. So we got 20, yeah, okay. So as they come in, we'll give it a bit of grace here, because what we want to do is make sure that all the answers come in. Because what I have to do is I have to sort of turn off responses, because we can't go back and keep going over this. So it's a little bit, you know, there are limitations to the way the quiz goes. So while we're talking generally, oh yeah, that was the one thing. Did you see this, Matt? Well, did you see the Behringer Eurorack thing that came out?
Yeah,
it's actually,
yeah.
It looks pretty good, doesn't it? That whole the size of it, and the I don't know what the cost is. It doesn't say the TBC that, but I mean,
it's the price we still don't have, is it, at the minute? And a lot of people saying it's a similar shape to the is it the Tip Top one in terms of its dimensions and stuff like that? It looks like it's similar to that one. But yeah, it'd be really interesting to know the price on this one. Indeed, yeah.
I suppose they also mentioned that there's a few sort of Moog-ish, modules they're looking to kind of do in the. Well, why wouldn't they? I mean, they've done the Poly D and the Model D and stuff. But so I mean, it'd be very interesting if they come into that. I mean, I want to see some ones that are actually. What am I thinking? I want to see some ones that are actually, new, like some digital stuff, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, they did do all the System 100 ones, didn't they? That was their original announcement, and then there's a couple been cropping up on Modular Grid, which is a great website. If anyone's not been on that website, modulargrid.net, and the 923 filter's just popped up by Behringer, which is the Moog 923 clone. It's a high pass and a low pass, but it would be great to see them doing something of their own. But having said that, I think the Model D and the Wasp is all fits into a Eurorack in terms of its sizing. So you could actually,
I don't think the depth was too high. Yeah, it was a very I don't know if you saw that, Rich. It was you were on tour, I guess, but there was a very meta. There's a Behringer unboxing their own product video, which actually was, sounds ghastly, but it was actually quite good. The German guy that does them is really good. He's got a good presentation style, and he was halfway through. He's putting the whole thing together and going, yeah, we can cut all of this. This is going to be so boring. We're going to cut hours and hours out of this video while he puts it all together. But yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. So I just want to write.
Our product room, a learned chat room, Mr. Puricelli, says that it'll be $100.
Sorry, what would you say?
Apparently, it's going to cost $149.
Wow. That would be impressive.
Well, there's also, they're all trying to figure out whether they're going to do sliding nuts in it or fixed rails, and which is apparently going to up the price if they do that as well. So interesting to see what they do.
Which camp do you fall in? Which camp? Sliding or fixed?
No, sliding, man. No. Been there, done that.
That's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It offers a little bit more flexibility, but I'd rather just have an easier life.
I know, but what I do with sliding ones, what happens is every single time when you open them all up, you've always got loads of nuts underneath one that you want to put on the end, and then you've got to take everything out and then reline them all up. It's an absolute nightmare. Rich, this is probably a problem that you don't have to deal with on a regular basis in terms of Eurorack nut management. But yeah,
nut management.
No, it's not.
I'm going to resist every single joke.
Okay, right. So the round one has closed. The quiz round has closed. So we're going to be moving on to round two just shortly. I think I can let's see what happens. I don't know how the marking's going. I'm still waiting with the. Oh, it's getting there. Look at that. People are. I think we're there. So we're going to check the scores. Scores on the doors. Let's see who's there. So, we've got lots of people. Wow. Were the questions that hard? My goodness. I'm surprised.
Think they were pretty hard, man.
Were they? I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. I am sorry about that. But, okay, so now I'm going to give the answers because this is the way we're going to roll. Okay. So, okay, question one. The answer is a 6dB filter is also known as, panelists, what would you say? You could join in
one
here.
Poll.
One poll. That is correct. 1 point each, gentlemen. If you're marking your own scores. Okay. Controls. Question two. Controls which are more sensitive at the extremes are what? No. Logarithmic. Rich is there. Well done, Rich. That's another point to you, Rich. Currently, you're halfway to the leaderboard with just 2 questions gone. Astonishing. Okay. I know this one's a difficult one. How many synthesizers are Behringer actually shipping? I mean, because you basically have to count them all up and then look online. It was a little bit unfair, but it's a bit of fun. So I have it as 12. 12 is the answer because I've got the DeepMind 12, DeepMind 6, DeepMind 12 Desktop, Neutron, Crave, MS-101, Odyssey, K2, Model D, Pro 1, that's 10, VC340, and the Wasp Deluxe. The Poly D and the TD3 are not shipping, so I make that 12. So congratulations, folks. Have you got those? Rich, I take it by your demeanour that perhaps you were off there, were you?
I didn't even. I have a big question mark. I didn't even.
Okay, all right. So, all right, let's get on to the answer to question 4. What do LFOs and mental health have in common? This is a little bit flippant, but I figured it might be. No.
Lost on this one.
Bipolar. Both could be bipolar.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, was that too? I thought these were easy. I've obviously gone way too difficult with this. All right, I beg you. I'm feeling that. Don't worry, there are other rounds which you may be able to do
Wednesday
better.
afternoon, man.
Wednesday afternoon. Okay, question number 5. The answer: how many envelopes does the Hydrasynth have in total? This is, of course.
I thought it was something like 5 or 6.
Well, if you think about it, yes, it's got 5 per voice, so that would be
per voice
40.
That's a lot, isn't it?
It is a lot. I thought I'd throw that one in there. There may be questions. There may be questions along similar lines to this, so make a note, everybody. Okay, who were the first guests on the first Sonic Talk?
Well, it wasn't me.
I know it wasn't you. Okay,
Gaz must have been on, surely.
No, he was not actually.
No, it wasn't Gaz. And I'm pretty sure Dave was one of them.
Yeah, Dave Spears was one, and also
it could have been Mark. I don't think so.
No, it wasn't. It was Andy Jones. Andy Jones, who was then editor of Future Music magazine. So Andy Jones and Dave Spears were the first ever guests on Sonic Talk. No one got that right, apparently. I'm hearing from the wings because Andy's marking here. I want to say thank you very much to our markers. We've got Lee Kemp and who's marking remotely, and Andy who's marking in the studio because we just thought we didn't know how many entries we were going to get. So there we go. Right. Okay. What are 16th note delays at 120 BPM in milliseconds? Or what is a 16th note delay at 120 BPM?
Didn't get this one.
125 milliseconds.
I used to have this calculation in my head like this, and I don't remember.
Yeah, I know. So I figured it was a bit cheeky, this one, because most people will have forgotten this.
It's actually really easy if you remember the calculation. I just don't remember the
Yeah, I know. It's one of those ones. It's one of those kind of when your kids come to you with 1,000 milliseconds.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. Here's another one. What word links Bruce Willis and Arturia? I don't know if anyone got this.
Well, I guess brute.
No, I understand what you're saying. Actually, well, if you think about the drum machine called Drum Brute Impact and Deep Impact, the Bruce Willis in a film called Deep Impact and Drum Brute Impact. That was impact is the word I'm looking for as the answer. Okay, right. What was the name of Vangelis' 1975 studio? Okay, I'm going to have to. All right, Nemo Studios.
Nemo.
It was Nemo. Thing of the fish.
I didn't just look that up on the net. I promise.
Well, I did. That's how I got the question. So, I mean, it's not. This isn't stuff that's coming out of my head. I just like to assure everybody. Okay, question.
Vangelis runs deep.
Question 10. How much was the Jupiter 8 at the time of launch? So, if you had 980,000 yen or thereabouts. Oh, well, actually, hold on. I'm going to let Rich can come in. Rich looks like he's about to make a statement.
Well, my guess was $4,000.
Low. Bit low there, Rich. £4,000 would have got you it. Right, so the answer to how much was the Jupiter 8 at the time of launch? 980,000 yen, 5,295 US dollars, 3,995 pounds. If you're in I don't know, I think 50 bucks of that, I'm happy with that. Or if you said 5,200, let's say 95 bucks. If you're within 95 bucks, because then that gives you a rounding down. So there we go. Okay, right. So our current leader now, let's see where we are in the leaderboard, just to double check that. So currently, we have, I am very surprised at the, so Laura Reynolds, Mikey's at the top, Wagyu, Laura Reynolds.
Go Mikey.
Yeah, well done, everybody. So,
well done, Wagyu.
Okay. So I think, gosh, this is going to take ages. You've only done one round, isn't it? It's going to go until about 8 at this rate. I better crack on, but I better just do a quick chat. We'll just do a quick word from our friends over at Splice.
Find the perfect kick, synth preset, or MIDI melody on Splice, plus millions of other royalty-free one-shots and loops, with more added daily. Zero in on the perfect sound, filtered by tags like genre, BPM, key, and instrument. or search for something else like a feeling or a mood. Browse, search, and preview all your sounds right from the Splice desktop app and seamlessly drag and drop them directly into your DAW. Your sounds and presets are available everywhere you make music. Keep them forever, no matter what.
And if you want to take advantage of that, if you use the code Sonicstate100, basically there's a 30-day free trial. You do have to enter your credit card, but you can cancel it as soon afterwards. So you get 30 days of free sounds, up to 100 sounds. They've got a whole ton of them. So you want to go to on.splice.com/36F, capital X, lowercase l, lowercase s, capital D, or I'll put it in the show notes, make it easier for everybody. Right, we better crack on to round two, because this is obviously going to be taking a bit longer than I initially thought. So this next round is submitted by Yoad, actually. So there might be some fairly scientific ones here. So if everybody's ready for round two, you should all be there on your on the round two page. So let's take it away. So round two, question one. If you drop a Gibson Les Paul, where is it most likely to break? A, the bridge, B, the neck, C, the pickguard, D, the jack socket. If you drop a Gibson Les Paul, where is it most likely to break? The neck, A, the bridge, B, the neck, C, at the pickguard, or D, at the jack socket. And in terms of answers, I will accept either the A, B, C, D, or the actual answer itself, as long as it's one of the ones I've got into me.
I hope he's not talking from experience.
I suspect he probably is, actually, and because he's started life as a guitarist. I think secretly Johan used to be a bit of a shredder, to be honest. He does. I think he's got loads of Rocktron stuff in his racks. I reckon Andy's nodding, because we did the studio tour. We were looking and I was going, that's shredding material there. I'm sure of it. Okay, question two. This is round two, question two. How many notes can you play simultaneously on a Poly 6? This is pretty straightforward. A6, B12, C2, D16. So how many notes can you play on a Poly 6 at the same time? A6, B12, C2, D16. That should be a bit more straightforward. Okay, question number three. How many filters does a Juno 106 have? A1, B2, C4, or D6? How many filters does a Juno 106 have? A1, B2, C4, or D6? Okay, question number four. How many teeth per second are in a digital sawtooth playing A3, an A3 note? How many teeth per second in a sawtooth playing A3 note, the A3 note? Is it A, 440, B, 880, C, 220, or D, 1000? So how many sawtooth teeth are there at playing A3 note, the note A3? Is it A, 440, B, 880, C, 220, or D, 1000? Okay, question five. This is where this is just too complicated, but I'm going to try it. Okay, question five. At 3/4, this is the time signature 3/4. How many quarter notes per minute are there at 120 BPM? So at 3/4, how many quarter notes are there per minute at 120 BPM? So A, 90, B, 180, C, 66.6, or D, 120? I'll say the answers again. How many quarter notes at 3/4 at 120 BPM? A 90, D 180. Sorry, A 90, B 180, C 66.6, or D 120. Oh my lord! Right, so that's five. So question six now. What's the dynamic range at 24-bit? So look at the dynamic range at 24-bit. A 90 dB. B 120 dB, C 144 dB, or D 24 dB. What's the dynamic range at 24-bit? A 90 decibels or 90 dB, B 120 dB, C 144 dB, or D 24 dB. Okay. This might be a trick question. You'll have to make up your minds. On a 12-string guitar, how long is a piece of string? Longer than 6 Longer than on a 6-string guitar. This is A, longer than on a 6-string guitar. B, shorter than on a 6-string guitar. C, depends which string it is. D, however long you cut it. So on a 12-string guitar, how long is a piece of string? A, longer than a 6-string guitar. B, shorter than a 6-string guitar. C, it depends on which string it is, or D, however long you cut it. And again, I'm just looking for either the answer or the A, B, C, D. Okay, question 8. What Beatles song has one chord? What Beatles song has one chord? A, they never had a song with only one chord. B, Yesterday. C, Tomorrow. D, Tomorrow Never Knows. So once again, what Beatles song has only one chord? A, they never had a song with only one chord. B, Yesterday. C, Tomorrow. D, Tomorrow Never Knows. Right, question 9. What brick wall filtering has to be applied to a signal on the AD conversion in order to prevent it aliasing? What brick wall filtering has to be applied to a signal on the A to D conversion in order to prevent aliasing? A, a high-pass filter. B, a low-pass filter. C, a notch filter. Or D, a Rizzler filter. Perhaps it won't be that one. So those answers again, what brick wall filtering has to be applied to a signal on the A to D conversion in order to prevent aliasing? High pass filter A, B low pass filter, C notch filter, D Rizzler filter. Question 10. How many envelopes does a Poly 6 have? A, 2, B, 12, C, 18, D, 6. How many envelopes does a Poly 6 have? A2, B12, C18 and D6. And that's the end of that round. Okay, so I'm going to get on to... I'm just going to round 2. We should have some questions in. Let me see. Round 2. Okay.
Those were good questions.
I'm just waiting for the questions to come in. Doesn't seem to be any... Oh, here they are.
I didn't think they were good.
We only got one. We only got one enter to this one. So have I scared everybody off? Nobody's bothering anymore.
They were
that'd be a bit
man.
disappointing. Well, it's an experiment, isn't it? I can see they're starting to come in now. So, yeah, if you want to deliberate on that, we'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. Appreciate that. I know this is going to perhaps take a little bit longer. I'm going to have to speed things up a little bit. It's. I do apologise, everybody. So, Rich, where's your gig tonight? What's it? Is it a private gig or is it a...
Gigs tomorrow night here at the American Airlines Arena in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavs, and it's a big arena.
Have you played there before?
I have.
What's it like as a venue? Is it like one of those massive kind of stadia type things?
It's basketball, hockey arena size, which is, when fully loaded, which we don't do, somewhere around 20,000. And in the format where you have 2/3 of the arena available to the stage, like they were touring, probably about 12 to 15,000 people when it's packed.
Wow. And what's the weather like there? Is it? I mean, I always think of Texas being kind of incredibly hot, but I know that it can rain a lot there as well, can't it?
It's morning, and I haven't been out yet today. I have to look to tell you, but it's bright and sunny. I'm looking at blue skies, bright and sunny. Calm general demeanor. Birds are flying across the way there. So Texas, I'm very happy to be here. Tonight, we're going to have the end of tour party, which involves various Secret Santa things that everybody had to go get. And this afternoon, I'm going to see an old friend. It's nice to be here.
Bit of time off.
And I'm going home on Friday, so that's cool too. And I've been out for, about a month, a little over a month. So that's fun.
Excellent. Right, I've just closed the entries for round 2. Matt, have you got any gigs over the holidays? I mean, it's something you do, isn't it?
No, I was thinking about doing some live streams though, maybe a special one on Christmas Day or Boxing Day or something like that. So a gig from here or something like that. I don't know. It depends how much food I've eaten.
Wow, that's a cool. That's pretty impressive. I think what our plan is, we've got a new series called 3 Big Questions, and we're going to release one every day the week between Christmas and New Year. So we've got 7 episodes, which are short interviews, questions asked by Gaz in Synthfest, but it's an ongoing series, so we've got a lot of interesting people on there. So
sounds cool.
That'll be something we're going to put out sort of automatically, I think. So yeah, that should be fun. I suppose I should do. Let's do the. Have I done? I haven't done the. I think we should probably do the ad for Isotope now, before it gets to midnight.
Building on a 17-year legacy in audio mastering, Ozone 9 brings balance to your mix with never-before-seen processing for low-end, real-time instrument separation, and lightning-fast workflows powered by machine learning. Expect lower CPU usage and shorter startup times with Ozone 9 compared to Ozone 8. Experience fluid metering in a fully resizable environment that lets you track the most subtle details of your audio. Use more plugins at once, mix while you master without worrying about slowdowns or dropouts. And immerse yourself in a smooth, modern experience designed to keep you in your creative flow. As you can see, Ozone 9 is the fastest way to get your master off the ground. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos and head to iZotope.com to learn more about mixing and mastering and to download your free trial of Ozone 9.
Those of you perhaps who are interested in winning a copy of Ozone 9 Advanced, you can enter our competition. Competition is, we're looking for, it's a Twitter competition, so you need to be on Twitter. We're looking for the hashtag Bring the Balance, as one word, Bring the Balance. The hashtag Ozone 9, then that's the number 9, to @Sonicstate and @Isotope Inc. That's Twitter hashtag Bring the Balance and the hashtag Ozone 9 to @Sonicstate and @Isotope Inc. And you'll be entered into the competition. We have a winner from last week, who is a chap called Eric Morello, who tweeted the correct stuff. Is a long time. Maybe I'll win Ozone 9 Advanced this week. Indeed, Eric, you have. So if you want to get in touch, your Twitter handle is @EricMo. So please do, and the competition prize is yours this week. So I don't know how we are on marking, whether we're nearly there or whether we're there. Let's see where we are. I could bring the leaderboard up, and we can see where it is at the moment. So is everybody excited to see? Oh no, I don't need to, do I? Because I need to actually answer the questions first. That would be the best thing. I do beg your pardon. That was a bit dumb of me. Right. So I need my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. Okay, so question answers. We'll do that quickly. This is Yoad's round. If you drop a Gibson Les Paul, where is it most likely to break? The answer is B, at the neck. The answer is B, at the neck. Question 2. How many notes can you play simultaneously on a Poly6? Well, I would say the clue's in the name of the synth there, so the answer is A6. Number 3. How many filters does a Juno 106 have? The answer to that is 6, because 6, one per note, one per voice rather. So 6 filters.
Oh, one per voice, of course.
Yes. So these are the trick questions. Okay. And question 4: how many teeth? How many? That's very true, actually. But the high. I think I would contest that, Matt. You're right. Because actually, it would be that would be 12 then, wouldn't it? Because
it would.
If anybody's put 12, they could have that answer. I think that's fair enough. 6 or 12 is an acceptable answer. That has probably just sent everybody, my good marketing people, into a. But you're absolutely right. I did not think about that. Okay, Rich, this one's for you. How many teeth per second are in a digital sawtooth wave playing an A3 note?
880.
No.
880. No?
Apparently not. A4 is 440, so it would be half that, I would guess. A4 is 440, so A3 is going to be half that, which would be 220.
You're saying it's 220? Okay. All right.
I think that's, unless we could. The answer he's got here anyway is 220. That is C, 220, which I guess 220 cycles per second would be an A3. A4 would be 440 cycles per second, so that kind of makes sense. Okay, question 5. How many quarter notes per minute are there at 120 BPM at 3/4 time signature? Anybody got the answer to this, Matt?
I think it's probably about 750.
No.
I guess.
Not quite. Rich?
How many quarter notes at 120 BPM?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's beats per minute.
Beats per minute at 3/4.
I don't care what the time signature is. I don't care if it's raining outside.
Yes,
120.
120. Yeah, that's a trick question. Yeah. Okay, folks. So the answer is D, 120. Very good.
Very good.
That made me laugh.
That's a good one. It's a trick question.
That was a good one. Really?
Question number 6. What is the dynamic range at 24-bit? Does anyone would anybody care to put an answer in for this one?
It's either 140 or 120. I couldn't remember.
Well, the answer is C, 144 dB. The dynamic range at 24-bit is 144 dB. Okay, question 7. On a 12-string guitar, how long is a piece of string? Now, this is obviously a trick question. Crafty, sneaky Yoad. The answer is actually D, however long you cut it. Because that would make the most. Because you might leave a long taily bit, or you might not. So yeah, little bit sneaky there. But hey, well, it's a bit of fun. Okay, question number 8. What Beatles song has one chord? Anybody know?
I guess Tomorrow Never Knows.
Yeah, right.
Is right. Correct.
Yeah.
Right. So the answer to which Beatles song has one chord is answer D, Tomorrow Never Knows. Okay, number 9. What brick wall filtering has to be applied to a signal on the A to D conversion in order to prevent aliasing? The answer was, I know, you're both going to know this, I'd imagine.
Joe Pass.
Yeah, low pass filtering. That's question answer B. Low pass filtering is the answer to question 9. And question 10. How many envelopes does a Poly6 have? I'm guessing a filter and an amplitude envelope times the number of voices. So we're 12 is the answer. The answer is B, 12. So there we have it. That's the answer. So I don't know if was that easier that round. I'm not sure. This is round 2. Let's see what the scores on the doors say. I should have a little jingle, shouldn't I? Okay, so look at that. Wagyu is up there with 11, followed by Dave Bolden at 10, Mauve at 9, Charlie Smith at 8, Dakota Sada at 8, tied Azia Head at 7, Cake Folder, that's an interesting name, 6, Scott from Canada 6, Cress Head 6, and Mikey at 4. There we go. Well done, everybody. Right, we better crack on to the next round because literally there's lots. Okay, so how many rounds? There are 2 more. So I'm going to do quick. We're going to go quick. I do beg your pardon. As I say, this is a very experimental thing. So, we didn't know how it was going to work out.
You're doing well, mate. You're doing well. This is great.
Okay. So this is surrounded by this round was provided by Mark Tinley, which may provide some clues when you're thinking about the answers. Question 1. In 1979, Andy Wickett was lead singer and songwriter for a prominent band and sold all rights to what would become their first hit for £600. What was the name of the band? And you can put this in, but it won't count. What was the name of the song? Question 1. In 1979, Andy Wickett was lead singer and songwriter for a prominent band and sold all rights to what would become their first hit for £600. What was the name of the band? And what was the name of the song? It's only 1 point, but you can stick them both in the same field. Okay. Question 2. Who was the lead singer of the same band in 1978? And I'm looking for the name or the nickname, which might give you a clue. This is obscure. I had to look it up. So I think Mark would probably be the only person who'd know this. Maybe Rich. Question 2. Who was the lead singer of the same band in 1978? Name or nickname? Okay. Question 3. What is the real name of a famous keyboard player who named himself after a Fender piano? What is the real name of the famous keyboard player, possibly in this band, who named himself after a Fender piano? We're looking for his real name, not his stage name. Okay, question 4. What English electronic pop band and splinter project did Duffy and Rhodes, there you go, there's a few answers in that question, form to re-record for some of the material they wrote together in 1978? Okay, a question again. Question number 4. What English electronic pop band and splinter project did Duffy and Rhodes form to re-record some of the material they wrote together in 1978? Okay, question 5. Name 3 tailors, 2 of which are in said band and 1 is royal. I'll say that again. Name 3 tailors, 2 from the band we may have been talking about and also 1 who is royal. All musicians. Okay, question number 6. Name another Duran Duran splinter project that Rhodes was involved with a tailor in. So Nick Rhodes was involved with one of the tailors in a side project. What was the name of the side project? Question 7. Name an infamous Jamaican female singer who was involved also in this project. Question 7. Name an infamous Jamaican female singer who was also involved in this project. For a bonus question, which you can add in this answer, what was the name of the song? There's no points in it. It's just a bit of fun. Okay, question 8. I'm going too fast, apparently, so I should probably slow this down. I think possibly I might do this round again very, very quickly. Okay, question 8. What was the name of the guitarist who joined Duran Duran as a full-time member after one of the tailors left? Okay, question 8. What was the name of the guitarist who joined Duran Duran as a full-time member after one of the other tailors left? Okay. Question 9. What is the name of the splinter project that Rhodes and Cucurulo... Mark, I should have gone over these questions a little bit. Recorded with one of our weekly panellists. That was Tinley, obviously. What was the name of the splinter project that Rhodes and this guitarist recorded with one of the weekly panellists, who was Mark? Okay, trick question. This is just spare. If anyone gets it, this is very trivia. This is very inside. This is a bonus. You put this in the answer to question 9 as well, if you're interested. What was the name of the opera these songs are taken from? Okay, question 10. What does Simon Le Bon's brother, Johnny, do for a living? This is probably Google's going to help you here. Okay, question 10. What does Simon Le Bon's brother, Johnny, do for a living? Okay, I'm going to ask if anyone needs any of these questions answering again, because it's a little bit complex, this one. Maybe I'll just go through them very quickly. Question 1. In 1979, Andy Wickett was a lead singer and songwriter for a prominent band and sold all the rights to what would become their first hit for £600. What was the name of the band? And the bonus, where there is no point, what was the name of the song? Question 2. Who was the lead singer of the same band in 1978? I'm looking for a name or nickname. Question 3. What's the real name of the famous keyboard player in that band who named himself after a Fender piano? Question 4. What English electronic pop band and splinter project did that singer and Rhodes form to re-record some of the material they wrote together in 1978? This is really obscure for me. Okay. Name 3 tailors, 2 from the band and 1 is royal. Name another Duran Duran splinter project that Rhodes was involved with a tailor in. Question 7. Name an infamous Jamaican female singer who was also involved in the project. And what was the song, if you do remember? You don't have to answer that. Question 8. What's the name of the guitarist who joined Duran Duran as a full-time member after the other tailor left? Question 9. What is the name of the splinter project that Rhodes and that guitarist recorded with one of our weekly panellists, that being Mark Tinley? And what does Simon Le Bon's brother do? Okay, so I seem to we seem to have Gaz and Robbie.
Do you have us?
Oh,
Yes!
Hey.
Yes, we are here. We are here. We are determined.
What the hell
Oh God!
happened?
It was like a Chevy Chase movie. Honestly, it was National Lampoons in Gaz's studio.
Brilliant.
Short of a squirrel flying out.
I'm loving your Christmas beard, chaps.
No,
So,
where's mine gone?
hold on, just before you say something, what I'm going to do is we'll probably chat for 3 or 4 minutes. So answer, submit the forms. Then I'm going to close the entries, or when we see that no more are coming in, and we'll take it from there. Okay, but lovely to have you, fellas. So what's that on earth have you got in your beard? Are they kind of like clip-on LEDs for beards, or have you just been and raided the Christmas tree?
Definitely. They are beard baubles. Beardiments.
Happy days.
Wow, okay. I am thinking they would look pretty fine on intimate areas if one was into that sort of thing in the bedroom. No, it's okay. I don't want to see it.
Okay.
I'll just have to guess.
Even in 2019, Nick, I thought everyone manscaped. Who are you talking about?
Yeah, nah, not me.
As if.
Lovely to have you, chaps. So, what have you been up to?
Yeah.
Well, while we're filling time, we may as well have a chat.
What were we up to? We were ranting and raving for about 40 minutes.
Yeah, well, no, I've been away for a week on a little mission, which has been good, like a film and music mission in this amazing mansion. Actually, I think it's one of the, if not the oldest, or one of the oldest medieval farmhouse structures in the UK. So it was amazing being there. Wow, brilliant, 7-foot thick walls and stuff, and that's great. That's for something that will be coming up soon, I guess, a project. But had lots and lots of synth joy as well over the week, which is great. I mean, Robbie, what about yourself?
I've just been at home getting to grips with my Quantum.
Oh, nice.
So, version 2, sort of just pouring through it all and sort of just trying to get up to speed with it, because I haven't had a chance since I got it, really. So yeah, it's been good.
Nice. I've just sort of say we've now had until 26. The responses are still coming in. I imagine people are taking time to Google some of these answers.
Can I say something, Nick? I'm so sorry. So these quiz questions. So that was Duran Duran round then. So we're just getting up to speed now, and everyone's giving, and people are submitting then and they're being counted at the moment.
They're being counted, yeah. Each round has its own spreadsheet, which then tots up to an actual scoreboard, which is pretty cool.
Wow! God, that's so impressive. Okay, sorry, we missed all of this, so just coming up to speed.
So we're round 3. It's taken way longer than I anticipated, though. I mean, we lost about 20 minutes due to technical issues. So what was it, Gaz? Tell me, what was the actual issue?
Oh, well, I've done a rewire of my studio, partly for the upcoming Sonicstate review.
Nothing was plugged in.
No, everything was plugged in. And this is the best setup I've ever had in my life. And then Robbie coming over, got the mics out, different headphone mixes, everything.
Apart from getting sound to you.
Yeah, I think it was just the sort of the way the audio interface is routing sound to you, I think. It's just, I don't
wrong.
think... that was wrong, yeah. So then we tried a bunch of other things, and that was all. We got there, and we're here, and we want to kind of cheer people on. Like, come on! So it's a quiz. Who can I read out the scores then? Can I be the score? Can I be the girl who does the score?
Right, hold on, just a sec. I've shut the round, so the markers are doing their business.
Okay.
So we that round had what's happened is we started off with quite a lot of people, and it sort of just reduced the number of people. So
come on, we're going to bring it back.
I reckon I would have got pretty high scores on that round listening to the question. Anyway.
Would you? Okay, there's a confident man. Well, okay.
And I love the fact
Robbie,
that you gave.
In that case, Robbie, when I read the answers out, you'll be presumably able to just chip in with what they are.
I did like the fact you gave one of the answers away with a subsequent question.
That wasn't that was Mark's writing. I should have. I agree.
Oh, that was funny.
You got to put Robbie on the spot now. I am. The answers.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay. So, here we go. We're answers to round 3. Okay, Christmas quiz round 3. So Robbie, in 1979, Andy Wickett was the lead singer and songwriter for a prominent band that sold all rights to what would become their first single for £600.
Duran.
Yeah.
Duran.
Do you know what the song was?
Would it be Rio?
No, Girls on
Film.
Girls on Film.
Planet Earth.
Planet Earth.
No, Girls on Film. So the answer is Durand. Hold on, guys. I really need to have, because the people out there need to hear the answers. Okay, so Duran and Girls on Film. So that's the answer. Either one of those will do. I'm sure our markers have been relatively lenient on that, but maybe they haven't.
And Girls on Film, the original video is kind of soft pornographic as well. It's very
Okay, all right. No, we really do have to crack on. Question 2: who was the lead singer of the same band in 1978? Name or nickname?
No, I don't know if that.
I reckon, was it Stephen Tintin Duffy?
Bingo is the right answer. So the answers we could have accepted for that are Stephen Duffy or Tintin. Would have been fine, or Stephen Tintin. Any of those basically would work.
They then had a project with Nick Rose years later. Yeah.
Okay, so right. So question 3: what's the real name of the famous keyboard player who named himself after a Fender piano? Basically, I think what we're asking for is Nick Rhodes' real name.
Oh, don't know that.
Bates. Nicholas Bates.
Yes, Nicholas James Bates. I don't think we had to have the middle name there, Rich. I think Nick Bates is fine. That's fine. Okay, right. Question 4: what English electronic pop duo, band and splinter project did Duffy and Rhodes form to re-record some of the material they wrote together in 1978? Anyone?
Arcadia?
No. It was only a few years ago, wasn't it? Oh, Ghosts? No, what was it? I can't remember.
No, okay, I'm going to have to give the answer. The answer to that question is The Devils.
The Devils, that was right.
You say it now.
They did an album together.
Okay, all right. Question 5: name 3 Taylors. 2 from the band and 1 is Royal. This is kind of, I had to modify that question because you could have any 3 Taylors, couldn't you? But 2 from the band, Andy and John Taylor, are from Duran Duran. Sorry, and did you have the third one there, Rich?
Roger Taylor.
Roger.
No, Roger is one, but I don't understand the question. So
no, it's because Roger Taylor from Queen.
Because the one is Royal. I said one is Royal, so that would be Roger Taylor is a Royal connection there. So it's Andy, John, and Royal. Andy, John, and Roger. We were looking for
Roger.
Sorry,
what's
Roger
the Royal to Roger?
Roger Taylor is the drummer of Queen. But it's a different Roger Taylor.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you guys are talking.
Yeah, you have to one at a time, please, Gaz. Roger Taylor is Roger Taylor is the drummer for Queen. That's the Royal connection.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next question. Name another Duran Duran splinter project that Rhodes was involved with a Taylor in. I think, actually, Matt, you might have that one.
Sorry, say that again?
Name another Duran Duran splinter project that Rhodes was...
Arcadia.
Arcadia, that's it.
Yeah.
Arcadia is the answer to question 6. Okay, question 7. Name an infamous Jamaican female singer who was also involved in this project. Anybody?
Don't know that.
Grace Jones.
Yes, Grace Jones is the answer. Well done, Gaz.
Grace Jones.
Anyone know what the song was called? Just out of interest.
Oh.
Election Day.
Election Day.
Okay, question 8. What is the name of the guitarist who joined Duran Duran as a full-time member after Andy Taylor left? Yeah.
Wayne Cucurullo. Warren Cucurullo.
Yeah. Warren Cucurullo is the answer to that question. Yeah. Okay, question 9. What is the name of another splinter project that Rhodes and Cucurullo recorded with Tinley, basically?
The Factory, what was it called?
Dandy Warhols?
No. TV Mania.
TV Mania, that's the other.
TV Mania, okay. And the bonus question there, if anybody could be bothered with that one, what was the name of the opera these songs were taken from? And it's Bored with Prozac and the Internet, apparently. Okay, question 10. What does Simon Le Bon's brother Johnny do for a living? Anybody know this? This is so random. Okay, well,
chimney sweep. Chimney sweep.
No, it's not a chimney sweep. He's an osteopath. An osteopath.
Right.
There you go.
Oh.
Could be handy. Right. Blimey, right. Okay, so Matt, we're on to your round now. So
I got Nick. How many questions did Robbie get? How many did Robbie get right?
I don't know.
5 and 6. 5 and 6.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sorry, I really do. I'm sorry to hurry things on, but it's right. So the scores in the doors, here they come. Stand by. You can call them out, Gaz.
Yeah. Okay, Wagyu with 19. Wow. Second place, we've got Dave Bolden on 18 points, followed by Scott from Canada on 11 points. 11 points also equaling with Mr. Cresshead. And then in 9 points, we've got, we're live. I can't read them.
Mauve.
Mauve. I got to
Charlie Smith at 8. Okay, can I do it?
Here we go. Yeah, take over.
Charlie Smith, 8 points. Dakota Soda, 8 points. Andy, 7 points. Bullart, 7 points. And Azzy Ahead at 7 points. Okay, right.
Okay, so all to play for, although Wagyu is and Dave Bolden are streaming ahead. So
they certainly are. Okay, so next.
Yeah. Clearly cheating.
Okay. So, Matt, you'll probably have to clarify some of these answers just for what the odd. This is the odd one out round supplied by Matt.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, this is an easy round. You can get some easy scores on this one, folks.
Yeah, so this could be where you really catch up. Okay, so stand by. Question. This is an odd one out round. Question 1: the odd one. Which is the odd one out? SSL, Neve, or AKG? Odd one out: SSL, Neve, or AKG? Question 2: Blumline, spaced pair, or rounded? We're looking for the odd one out with Blumline, spaced pair, or rounded. Question 3: Shaw, Neumann, or Sonic? Shaw, Neumann, Sonic. Which one of those is the odd one out? Question 4: I feel like Graham John Alexander, the one who does the pools reading on a Saturday. Question 4: Hot Point Athletic, 6. Dunbarton, 0. No. Question 4: Hot Point, Genelec, or Mackie? Only one of them catches fire, I'm pretty sure. Hot Point, Genelec, or Mackie?
Well, that's also debatable, but never mind.
Question 5. Make Noise, Ableton, Intelligel. Question 5. Make Noise, Ableton, Intelligel. These are all odd one out rounds, in case anyone is wondering. Okay, question 7. 6.
No,
I do beg your pardon. Question 6. Mutable instruments, waves, or sound toys? Mutable instruments, waves, or sound toys? Okay. Question 7. Odd one out again. MS-20, SH-101, or Wasp? MS-20, SH-101, or Wasp? Odd one out. Another odd one out with synths. Okay. DX7, Jupiter 8, or Monopoly? So odd one out here. DX7, Jupiter 8, or Monopoly? Yeah. Question number 9. VCO, NCO, or DCO? That's VCO, NCO, or DCO. Okay, question number 10. Okay, question 10. This has got 4 choices, so we're looking for the answer here of the odd one out. Okay, so Minimoog, Jupiter 6, Sledge, or Blofeld? Or Blowfield, I don't know how you pronounce it. The Waldorf one, you know. So, odd one out. Minimoog, Jupiter 6, Sledge, or Blowfield? Right. So that's so there's the questions and the answers. So we'll just have a look. So if you want to take a couple of seconds just to figure out, you know, if you need time to press the button on the form, go for it, and then we'll sort of chat amongst ourselves. I'm just going to round 3. I think there's some. This is round 4. Sorry, isn't it? Yeah, this is round 4. Beg your pardon. Round 4. Question 5 is demanding a number. Okay, let me see if I can fix that. That shouldn't be. Oh, that's annoying. Question 5 must be a number. Okay. Well, choose 1, 2, or 3. Question 5. Make noise, Ableton, or IntelliGel. Just use one of the numbers, and I'll have to work that out. So 1, 2, or 3 is the answer to number 5. I can't edit the form if you already opened it, so that's my apologies. So question number 5. Make noise, Ableton, or IntelliGel.
And how many questions altogether in this round?
There's 10 in this round.
10. Okay, so a possible 10 points then. So
All to play for.
All to play for. So I guess if our front runners kind of have a really rubbish round, we could see the back markers kind of picking up a little bit there and sort of closing the gap a little bit. It's what we want to see to kind of get a bit of the competition going.
John McCreary, isn't it?
Hey, who? You.
If it all goes wrong, Gaz, you've got another prospect ahead of you here as a commentator, mate.
Okay.
What do you mean if it all goes wrong? It has all gone wrong.
Just a sec. So Mikey has said that he's one of his rounds wasn't counted. So we will have to go over this and do a bit of checking. So there might be a bit of adjustment at the end. But that's
Already on that one.
he's on it. He's on it. He's on it, apparently. Okay, so I hope you all did well, folks. So now we come on to... well, actually, no, what we're talking about. I've just done the questions, haven't I? Sorry, I'm getting a bit distracted. So we've done the questions. So and now we have a little bit of time for people to submit all their answers. And, here they come. They're all coming in. So how many have we got? Okay, more people have submitted to this one.
I told you.
So, right,
this is the round. This is where people can make some back.
Okay. So I'll just keep an eye. I'm keeping an eye on the numbers, and when they stop coming in, then I just switch off responses. That's basically the way it works.
So how many rounds to go, Nick?
If you're listening to the audio version of this, obviously this is just for fun because you can't enter the competition. It's just the way it goes. I'm terribly sorry about that, but just enjoy the moment, and much appreciated for you listening. While we're here, I guess we want to thank all of our guests and everybody who's been with us throughout the year. We want to thank our sponsors, Isotope, and also at the moment Splice. Thank you very much for the support, and all of you guys out there for listening. It's been another great year, and we've broken our 600. So there we are. Hooray! Well done, everybody, for listening.
Hey.
Yeah, well done. Blimey.
So let's have a look. 26. It looks like I'm going to close round 4. I'm closing round 4 now. Okay, round 4 is closed.
All right.
So let's see. I think I think they all look like they're marked. That looks like it's a round 10 hasn't been marked. Yeah, round 10 hasn't been marked yet, so I think I just need to mark that one. So, no one got it. Question 10. Oh, nobody got it. I do beg your pardon. Blind.
No one got it.
Too obscure. Okay. Right, okay. So, are we ready for the answers?
Answers!
Okay, now, so Matt, I'm going to come to you first because I need you to explain why some of these are the odd one out. I have an idea. So, which is the odd one out from SSL, Neve, and AKG?
AKG is the odd one out.
Yeah.
That is a microphone. The other two are consoles.
Console manufacturers. Okay. Yeah. All right. Question
There may
number.
be such a thing as an AKG console.
Shush.
I'm not sure.
Shush.
This is.
I think it might be. I think there may be. I think I've seen a little one actually, like a broadcast console AKG.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you meant, and I got it right. But
Yeah, I think we have to go with the spirit of the answer because there may be.
Yeah. How far back do we want to go?
There is a Neve mic as well, to be honest.
It'll be a while.
Oh, God.
So,
I don't know why you bother, Matt. I don't know why you
just
bother.
shush. Hold
I'm out of here.
on a sec. Hold on. No, I tell you what it is. It's because it's the spirit of it, isn't it? What are they most known for? SSL are most known for consoles. Neve are known for consoles.
I knew which one he meant.
Question number 2 then. Okay, let's crack on. Question number 2. Blumline, spaced pair or rounded?
The odd one out is rounded. The other two are microphone techniques.
Yeah.
Very good. Nice one. Thank you very much. Question number 3. Shure, Neumann or Sonic?
Odd one out is Sonic. The other two are microphone manufacturers, or mostly known for making microphones. Someone's going to tell me there's a Sonic microphone.
They do make monitors, don't they?
Soundtronics.
Sonic. Okay, all right. So Sonic is the... Okay, question number 4. Hot Point, Genelec, or Mackie?
Easy one. We're looking for Hot Point is the odd one out. The other two are monitors.
Currently, if you have a Hot Point or Indesit or Whirlpool manufactured between certain years, you're supposed to unplug over Christmas while they come around and fix it, because there's apparently a fire hazard. So, but do check details for that. I don't want to be responsible for anybody's dirty washing, but it's all over the news in the UK at the moment. Okay, right. So Hot Point was the answer to that one. Question number 5. Make Noise, Ableton, or Intelligel?
And the answer is Ableton, because the other two are modules for Eurorack synthesizers.
That's right. And Ableton, of course,
software.
Mostly software. Right, okay. So question number 6. Mutable instruments, waves, sound toys.
This is the opposite. So the odd one out is mutable instruments. Waves and sound toys are software plug-in manufacturers.
Very good. Okay, so now question number 7. MS-20, SH-101, or Wasp? Anybody?
Wasp!
Yay!
Wasp! Yeah!
Why?
British!
Yes. Okay, there we go. We got that one. Okay. Rich, do you know this one? Okay. Question number 8. DX7, Jupiter 8, or Monopoly?
I would take DX7.
DX7.
Why would that be?
Oh.
Why? Because it's a digital FM synthesizer, whereas the others are analog.
Okay, well, that's not the answer I was looking for. I was actually looking for Monopoly, and the reason was the other two have memories. Patch memory.
Ooh.
So kind of along the right lines, but inverted, if you see what I mean. So yeah. No one got it. But,
I was thinking.
I went for the not very obvious answer on that one. Okay, I do beg your pardon.
I like my argument better, but anyway.
Yeah, I agree. I think that works too. Okay, number 9: VCO, NCO, or DCO? Which one's the odd one out? Anybody know?
Oh, NCO.
The non-controlling oscillator.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. NCO is the odd one out, but not for that reason. The reason that it is actually the odd one out is because it's numerically controlled oscillator and is generally made in DSP only, whereas a VCO and DCO are generally in analog electronics.
Ooh, bonus points there almost.
NCO's, of course, made by Modal on the 002 and the 001, and I think maybe there's a couple of other ones of those.
I thought it was the head of a company.
Yeah, well, no, it's something to do with officer, isn't it? It's a military term as well. Something officer.
Yeah.
Non-commissioned officer, that's right.
That's what I say.
Also, which would also be the odd one out, but not for the right reason. Okay, question number 10. This has got 4 possible answers. Minimoog, Jupiter 6, Sledge, or Blofeld? Odd one out. Please, gentlemen. Minimoog for why?
Is it the only one that's monophonic? I don't know. Is that?
Got on your mic.
No. But that is an answer. It's not. It's actually the number of oscillators I was looking at.
Oh.
In which case, the Jupiter 6 is the odd one out because it's only got 2 oscillators. The rest have got at least 3.
3. Yeah. Right.
Okay. Well, what I'm learning from this first quiz experience is the questions I set nobody can answer, so I need to lower my expectations a little bit.
Mine were nice and easy, man.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Matt. I think I'm going to come.
Washing machines in mine and everything.
Yeah, well, which is by far the best way to go. Right, okay, so we're now, I think we probably are ready to have the scores. If Gaz would like to read out the scores for the, if you can. Big. If you start,
okay.
I can't make it any bigger than this, unfortunately.
It's all good.
Okay.
Look at that. Wacko streaming ahead now on 26 points. Haven't we seen? I thought Scott from Canada was on 19 in the last round.
Maybe he didn't enter.
19.
Oh, okay. Dave Bolden on 18 points. Cresshead also on 18 points. Mauve on 17 points. Charlie Smith on 16. Bullard on 15. Vigor on 15. Andy on 14. And then Dakota Soda on 8.
Deary me.
What happened to Cake Boulder?
I want to Scott from Canada. I don't know if maybe Scott from Canada didn't get his answer in time before the question. I don't know if that happened.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's only fun. It doesn't matter. But you're still second, so you're in the prizes. So just make sure you get your questions in. But we'll check to see if that they didn't come in and you were just maybe weren't marked at the very end. I don't know whether Scott from Canada. Scott from Canada is there. No.
But if we look at the mid-table, Nick.
16. Hold on. No, you got 8 in round 4, Scott. So that has been counted, and we'll double check that. Don't worry, don't worry. So right, the final round is the picture round. So the picture round is. I think we'll just do these. No, we won't. We can't shout them out, can we? I suppose the thing is we don't know if everybody has actually done the picture round or not. Picture round can be found at bit.ly/ what is it? It's bit.ly/ SSQ 19 pics. So SSQ number 19 PICS. That's bit.ly/ SSQ 19 pic. I'll put it in the chat room as well so people can join it quickly. And what we're looking for really is just what's the synth that's pictured in the picture round. So I'm going to bring you. None of you guys will probably have seen this yet. So I've got a button for that. So is it this one?
Can I go and look at it?
There we go. So this is.
Oh, I know what that
we
is.
don't want anybody shouting these out. So this is number 1. This is synth number 1 in the picture round. Okay, so picture number 1 in the. That, I mean, if you're actually on the form, you can see I've uploaded these to the form as well. So if you want to see them in higher res, you need to follow the link. I think I put them in everywhere I can. I might just stick them in the Facebook one as well. Okay, right. Okay, everybody had a look. I'll just go around these twice because it might take a bit of time for people. Picture rounds usually you get your eye in. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, picture number 2, right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Need to get your duster out, Nick.
They are not my synthesizers. Otherwise, it would be too easy. Okay, I've got to ask people in the chat room not to shout out the questions. It's not part of the fun, is it? Come on, guys. Honestly. Right, okay, that's number 2. Picture number 3.
Mm-hmm.
How many mod wheels do you want?
I don't know. It looks like there might be a 4th one there as well, doesn't there? Right, okay. Unless they are not mod wheels, there might be something
exactly.
else. Okay, so that's
red herring.
That's picture number 3. Picture number 4.
Oh yeah.
How many mod wheels do you not want?
Yeah, how many? Okay, this is picture number 4. Okay, picture number 4. All right, now picture number 5. Oh, very dusty. Yeah. Very poor work with the duster there.
Very dusty.
Oh dear.
Not happy
People
with that
will be having
all.
apoplexy over that sort of thing. Okay. Question 5 is only accepting numbers apparently on this one, so I'm looking for. Let me just see what the question 5. I thought I'd fixed all of this. You could just put the numbers of the synth in the question, which is this one. So if you just put the numbers in, we'll accept that. That's my programming error. I do apologise that. Okay, number 6. Synth number 6 seems to be more loved. Either that's a kind of speckled panel, or that's a more uniform spreading of dust, which has kind of perhaps been, I don't know, ingrained into the surface somehow. I'm not sure.
I'd say it's a good design if it is, because you can get away with not dusting it, really.
That's very true. Maybe that's why it was purchased. Given the state of the other synthesizers in the collection, that might actually have been a wise move. Okay.
So, do you know whose collection this is?
I do, but that might be a guess. That's a bonus answer, which doesn't get a point. But okay.
Okay.
All right. Number 7.
Well, that's a.
What a nice colour.
It is a lovely colour. A lovely colour indeed. With a complex. Okay. So that's question number 7, which you're currently seeing now. Okay. And number 8.
Oh, easy.
Very dusty. Very, very poor. I don't think that's been used for a long time. There's no evidence of human fingers anywhere near any of those controls, which is a shame. So yes, this is number 8.
You've got to look very closely at that one.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm saying it.
Okay.
Know what you're saying?
No clues yet, folks. Okay.
Okay.
Number 9.
That's a,
Nice knobs.
Difficult. Lovely knobs. Number 10. The final question, number 10.
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
no, I know that isn't it.
Okay, right. So we've got plenty of
Real-time creator.
So we've got plenty of. I'm just going to rewind this to the beginning. Okay, so this is the last round. Gosh, it's 20-6. Good believe. Unbelievable. Right, so I'm going to close this because I suspect a lot of people were responses. I've already filled this one in. So I'll close that round now. So we'll go straight to the answers because I'd imagine we need to crack this on a bit. So, okay, anybody who knows what this is?
Is that a polycobalt? RSF cobalt? No.
No.
Access virus?
No.
No.
Oh.
What's that noise?
Oh, I was trying to illustrate things.
Okay, it probably does not while we're trying to read answers out, just because people don't always hear what they are. Okay, that's a Black Corporation Kijimi.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never got that.
No, I didn't.
That's a hard one.
Well, I did because I had. Rich, did you get that?
Yeah.
No.
No. I didn't think. I was just nowhere near it. Right. Okay. Next one. Who knows what this is? Rich, I saw your eyes light up. What
This is an emulator. E2.
Emulator 2.
Emulator
2.
Yeah. It is actually.
Cool.
Well, technically it's an emulator 2 plus, but 2 is fine for me. I'm not going to be too hard on that. I think that's fair enough.
Much time on this instrument. Love it.
Well, yeah. Familiar. I don't suppose that's not any of your dust on there, presumably, is it? I think it's. I don't think you and this instrument. Hopefully not.
Okay. I have an old one, so probably not.
Okay, right. So number 3. Anyone know what this one is?
Hartman Neuron.
Yep, correct. That is a
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
neuron.
Good
shot
shout.
there, Robbie.
Yeah.
Okay, number 7. Who knows this one?
Solaris.
Who said that?
Solaris.
Yes, John Bowen Solaris.
Yes.
There we go.
Is that a
John Bowen
ribbon
Solaris.
controller?
I think
Yeah.
it must be
Ribbon.
a ribbon controller. Yeah, I didn't know it had a ribbon controller.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it is, Matt. Okay, right. Question 8. This was the one that we couldn't. You needed to put the numbers in because it was numerically. My question was only accepting numbers, which was a bit annoying.
K5.
This is question 5.
Is it a K5?
Well, Kawai.
Kawai K3 or K5?
Kawai?
It is a Kawai.
Kawai K5 or K3, one of those?
Nope.
No.
Close. A few more zeros.
God.
This is a Kawai
500.
K5000S.
5,000. That's it.
Wow.
So I guess that's a really sort of swanky additive synthesizer.
Yeah.
I think it's
Jody
additive, isn't it?
Wisternoff uses that a lot, doesn't he?
Does he? What? Way Out West guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, K5000S. I will accept 5,000 as an answer there because that's my fault. There was a problem with the form. I do apologise for that. We sort of think we're ironing out the kinks. Now I've got the system in place. It means we might be able to do more quizzes. You know, who knows? It could be fun. If we want to, or I could have a quiz if there's no guests. I could have a quiz in the
Easter
back
quiz
pocket ready to go. Okay, so question number 6. Who knows what this one is?
Boring.
It's like a Yamaha. Is it a Yamaha?
No.
It's like a motive or something like that.
It's like an M Audio MIDI controller.
Hey, it's funny you should say that because it's nothing like that whatsoever. It is actually a Korg Oasis.
That's what I mean, boring.
Oh, that's not boring. Is it boring, the Oasis?
It's just workhorse.
It's a workhorse. A lot of people swear by them.
Yeah.
Okay, so right, what's this guy then? Question number 7. What's that?
Oh, it's got to be. Is that a PPG?
A shrink.
The PPG.
Oh, no.
Oberheim.
PPG. Is it PPG?
We're thinking PPGs, are we? Okay.
I'm thinking
I thought
PPG.
Oberheim.
Is it that Oberheim that there was that sort of weird one at the end of their
one. The Italian one.
Yeah, the Oberheim.
Yes.
Oh,
Robbie,
yeah,
you
that's
got it.
Oberheim.
OB12.
OB12, yeah.
OB12.
It's
This
a
is
Viscount.
Oberheim OB12 is what I have in front of me.
Which lots of
Okay.
people love now.
Apparently, do they? Okay.
Yeah, they do. They're very hard to get
Okay, number
yeah.
8.
I thought this was the SH101, but then I saw the blue knob.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's the MC202, isn't it?
It's what?
Oh, really hard to find.
MC202.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
This is in fact the MC202.
Yeah.
Which
Ties,
is why it's
first ever
focus because
synth.
you can't get so much macro on it. It's so small that it's Okay.
I think that was Ty's first ever synth, from what he told me.
Oh really?
You know this, Robbie?
I think that's
Question
the
number
big. Oh, what's
I thought it was Schmidt.
Schmidt.
You reckon it's a Schmidt?
Yeah.
Schmidt.
Schmidt. Final answer. Yes, indeed, that is in fact the Schmidt. Well spotted. Okay, and question number 10. This one's going to be really.
Oh, God.
Is that Yamaha wavetable thing right at the end of their? What was it called?
The motor.
I don't know that.
Yamaha motor.
Real-time
No.
creator. Oh, man.
No, I don't think anybody's going to get that. It
Nah.
is the Technics WSA1.
Oh, that's
If you
hard.
want the WSA1R, because I guess it's a rack mount, but I will accept WSA1 is close enough, I think.
Is that a synth then? I mean, they made a synth.
Was it?
Yeah, people got that.
Pirate synth.
People did get that. Yeah, I think we did get a few answers right. Okay, so we better get on to the marking of this round. So the marking is done. I think the marking is done. I'm getting the okay from the team. So thanks again to Andy and also Lee for working behind the... I was a bit worried that we might actually get like several hundred entries, which times 10 questions per round would take an enormous amount of time to edit, to mark, but it's actually not too bad.
Is this the last round, Nick, then?
That was the last round, yeah.
Oh, so we're going to declare the winners.
We are going to declare the winners. So I'm just going to consult my spreadsheet quickly.
Ooh. Right. Exciting stuff.
Okay.
I wonder who's going to get the dishwasher.
Well, I'll tell you what we have to do is you have to confirm later to double check. I'm just looking here. Hold on one sec. I might need to just do a little bit of tweakage here. So it is H30. So okay, hold on one second. So that's there. So I just 1 second. I need to right, you have to talk amongst yourselves a little bit because this is where I'm the only one who can actually figure out what the hell's going on.
Well, we do have to wonder whether that is an unassailable lead from Mr. Wagyu. That certainly seems to be. I mean, he's very, very, very far in front. So, but he might have had a nightmare of a round. Let's hope so, for the sake of the others. Now, but in the mid-table, there could be a lot of swappage going on. So, I think we're really on the edge of the seats on this one. I'm kind of. I couldn't call it. Robbie, what would you,
all to play for.
All to play for. Right.
I'm just double checking these because I want to make sure that it's actually added it all up right.
So we got a first, a second, and third prize.
First and second, really. At the
first and
moment.
second, yeah.
So Scott, yeah, this is all looking like it's all right. So okay, we have a very clear winner.
Okay,
according to the marks.
Here we go.
We will double check this because we're going to have to wrap the show up. But if this changes at all, I will contact because people had to put their email addresses. But as it stands,
hang on, Nick.
Might have to have what?
Can I be like a board and then you give the announcement just to give a little bit of jazzy kind of ending on the?
Yeah. Okay. So ready for the?
Ready? Got to pick a nice chord.
There we go. Okay. So something that looks a little bit wrong to me, but we'll double check it out because Scott from Canada is still on 19, but Wagyu is clearly in the lead. So I need to double check our but I said all to play for, so I do need to check the numbers out because it may be that people didn't enter everything exactly correctly. But we'll go back to that.
Cake Folder's back into it.
Cake Folder's back. Yeah, it's come back up to 16.
Come on, Cake Folder.
So 32-19. So I just need to check this again. Let's have a look. So we've got... I need to double check it, but that's the way as it stands. So there's a slightly disappointing end to this in that I need to verify all of this, and we really got to wrap things up because we've been going for a really long time. This is probably the longest podcast we've ever done, and I'm sure people have got their lives to get on with and stuff. So I want to say,
people's tea's waiting at home.
I want to say thank you so much to everybody for joining us. Rich, it's been a pleasure. I hope you have a lovely day in Texas and a great gig tomorrow. It'll be, I'm sure, will be fantastic, and a good travel home.
Thanks very much, and a very happy Christmas to everybody.
Yes,
whatever else you may celebrate.
And to you guys. Thank you very much. And also, I want to say, Matt, thank you for joining us. I hope you have a really good Christmas as well. Thank you for the questions.
Cheers, Nick. That's all right, and mate, well done. You did a really good job there. I think that was a bit stressy, but you really pulled it out of the bag. So well done, mate, and have a good Christmas. And everyone else as well. Yeah. Round of applause for Quizmaster.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind. We'll see whether I end up in court due to not giving the prize out to the right person. But we'll have to do just a little bit of totting up. But the idea was to try and make it as real time as possible. I didn't want to do multiple choices.
That was good.
But anyway, and also, thank you very much, Matt. And also, thank you to Gaz and Robbie for finally making it on. And with the beard stuff, Robbie, I think you've dropped your beardy thing.
Yeah, it's gone. It's ended up on a cable.
Never mind.
And this quiz has been brought sponsorship of Dusty Mitts. Yeah, Dusty Mitts. Get your Dusty Mitts.
I don't know
Get all the cack off your keyboard for Christmas.
I don't know what he's had, but I want some of it.
So, well, thank you guys. And I will point out, I will be in touch with the winners. Once we've totted it all up, as it stands, it looks like Wagyu is a clear winner, but I really want to check where we all are. But so there'll be a prize of the GeForce software instrument or plugin of choice, and also audio damage. Thanks very much to those guys for supplying us with prizes and entering into sort of what was a fairly undefined and undescribed process. As to you all, and also to all of our listeners, thank you for all of you in the chat room. I hope it was fun. I am sorry that perhaps it didn't go perfectly technically, but this is a process. Next time it'll be absolutely brilliant. I was trying to figure out a way to make a scoreboard without waiting till all the questions came in for the entire quiz all at once and having to mark that all in one go. So that was my thinking. Still a bit of tweaking to do, but thanks very much to everybody for joining, and it's been much fun.
Nick, can I jingle us out with a beard on the way out then?
Well, I'm playing. Yeah, you can. Let me just see. Hold on. All right, anyway, I'll see you all later. Happy Christmas.
Goodbye.
Happy New Year's, everybody. We're back on January the 8th. Everyone. Our next one is on January the 8th. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.